Have you ever tried the hearing aid setting on
AirPods?
On the AirPods?
I haven't, no. I forgot that that's a thing.
That is a thing.
That was like one of their big announcements for the new AirPods or last new AirPods.
It's like one of the there was a commercial. I think it was like last Christmas season actually, where there was a father and he needs like hearing aids, and they give his daughter a guitar for Christmas, and she pulls it out to play a song, and like his wife reminds him to put his Apple AirPods in so he can hear his daughter play the guitar. I got teary. I don't know I'm getting soft in my old age.
I thought you were going to say he turned it to noise canceling mode.
No, he wants to hear his daughter play guitar.
I misunderstood.
She's not playing the clarinet, Colin.
That's fair. My sister grew up playing the trombone, and unfortunately, AirPods weren't a thing at the time. There was nothing to block that noise out.
I have to say, so Jess played the clarinet beautifully. But if somebody's learning to play the clarinet, it sounds very bad.
Is the clarinet ever that beautiful?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some good jazz clarinet also.
It's like Anchorman.
What are you trying to... You're trying to not survive the Christmas season. Jess is going to hear this and be like, wait a second.
I don't know if I've ever heard the clarinet just played by itself.
I think, and I should know some like just clarinet musicians off the top of my head, but I don't. I think there's one named Benny something. But here's what happened. Jess wanted to play the drums. And her parents, specifically, I think her dad, did not want to listen to that.
I can appreciate that.
I think he, instead of just saying no and being the uncool dad, said, "Have you ever heard a clarinet?"
It's amazing. You should check it out.
And then he played some like jazz clarinet for her. And
I wasn't allowed to play instruments growing up because it would disturb my parents.
But your sister played the trombone.
She did. But then once she started to play the trombone, they were like, you're not going to music class. You're going to do sports. They were like, sports are much less annoying. Those weekend games
are less annoying than listening to...
Correct.
What would you have played?
Well, I played the guitar, but I taught myself when I was in college.
Okay, yeah. But what would you have played in band? In high school?
In band?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Probably... No offense to Jess, not the clarinet. But I probably would have leaned into drums if my parents would have allowed for it.
Percussion.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I played the trumpet.
You did?
I did.
I didn't know that.
And then I stopped playing for a long, long time. And then for one of my friend's trips, my guy's trip to the cabin, I decided I'm going to learn to play revelry so I can wake everybody up in the morning. And so I practiced for a while, like up in my office where no one could hear me, and I got okay, but nobody appreciated the revelry.
Perhaps next year.
Particularly not. And what I did not think about was not just, I knew it would annoy my friends. It was kind of the point.
Right. No one plays the revelry to sit back and listen to and enjoy with a nice glass of scotch.
And they don't want to hear it in their face first thing in the morning when they've slept in a car all night.
Yeah.
But you know who else doesn't want to hear it is everybody else on the lake that is trying to sleep in, because that sound just carries.
Echoes across the lake.
So one of the neighbors
maybe you should have done the drums. You could have woke him up with the drums.
Yeah. No, nobody wants to be woken up by any of my musical instruments.
I agree.
Welcome to the Compound Growth Podcast with Colin and Wheeler, where we talk all things growth. From financial growth to career growth, personal development to societal progress, we explore how each layer builds on the next, compounding over time to shape who we become. Each week, we break down complex ideas and emerging trends into clear, actionable insights. Because growth isn't just about numbers, it's about understanding the world and our place in it. The information in this material is for general information only, and is not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. Investment advice offered through Integrated Partners, doing business as Ko-Fi Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. Integrated Partners does not provide legal, tax, mortgage advice or services. Please consult your legal tax advisor regarding your specific situation. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. The economic forecasts set forth in this material may not develop as predicted, and there can be no guarantee that the strategies promoted will be successful. We do have a fun one I'm excited to get into, and we have a lot to get into. You and I said, let's do a fun podcast to get into the Christmas spirit.
Indeed.
We'll wear ugly Christmas sweaters, which one of us got the memo.
I got an ugly Christmas sweater.
No, every year you do this. Every year I say, let's wear an ugly Christmas sweater. And you put on that sweatshirt that's not even a sweater. And
it's hot in here.
It's not. Well,
I almost wear Christmas jammies, the top.
That would have been more appropriate.
Because it's so hot in here that my other Christmas sweater is so thick, it's wool. I would have just been sweating this entire podcast.
I've never once seen you wear anything besides that for ugly Christmas sweater decor.
It's the only one I have.
So last year I went to Kohl's. I almost bought you one. I almost bought you now. Just wait. So anyways, we made a list of our favorite Christmas movies to get into the Christmas spirit. And we thought we'd compare the list. And we thought we'd do it in a fun surprise way where our lists were given to Tori. And Tori combined them. We ranked them, right?
Yep.
1 to 10.
We did.
And then we assigned points to them.
Yes.
Now we're going to go through that list.
And before we go through the list, what does this have to do with finance?
Okay, so good question, Colin, because we are culture and finance on this podcast. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about something that each movie, some comment on the times that each movie shows, right? So we'll talk about what something would have cost. We'll talk about what it's saying about the economy at the time. We'll talk about something financial for each movie.
And there's some good ones in here I'm pretty excited about.
Christmas, turns out, is very economic. So
in a capitalistic society, Christmas matters.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is.
All right, so Tori, tell us, what was the number 10 movie?
Oh, we're going bottom to top.
Well, you end at the top. I mean, end at number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Always bottom to top.
You're going to be upset then because 10 is the one that I put on that wasn't on either of your lists.
I think excited. It's a great way to start.
That's a great way to start.
Yes.
Okay. The holdovers.
Okay. So
I don't even know what this is.
First of all, I almost included this movie, Tori.
Okay, perfect. No, I thought you were going to be upset because you were going to be like, it's not a Christmas movie.
No, it is.
Okay,
it's a great movie, but it puts out Thanksgiving vibes to me.
Yeah.
There's something about, so The Holdovers it's a Paul Giamatti movie, and he is, I don't know, a teacher at this private school.
Okay.
And everybody goes home for Christmas except for like this one kid who's not going home to see his parents. It's like it's a boarding school, and they don't want him basically home for Christmas. So
you stay there.
Because there's a student on campus for the Christmas break, Paul Giamatti's character doesn't get the break off. He has to like spend the break with this character or with this kid that was the holdover. Get it? So anyways, it's set in the 70s, I think. And there's something about that maybe that's putting off the Thanksgiving vibes, but I'm excited to watch this movie again. It's only 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really?
It's not super cheerful. I think that's what takes away from like the Christmas aspect of it.
It's got a great Christmas soundtrack.
Yeah. But and a message.
Yeah. And it's also kind of, and maybe this is also the Thanksgiving vibes. Okay, so it's not about family. It's about strangers or people who kind of know each other spending Christmas together. And in my personal experience, I've never had that, but I have had that with Thanksgiving, where we've had like a Friendsgiving where like family wasn't there because I was 2,000 miles away from family. So that might be what is happening there.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. We do a Friendsgiving or have done one historically before in the past. And then when I was in Buffalo, we had like 40 people because it was a big Italian situation. But, yeah. Okay. So that's 10.
But I do have some financial facts about this movie.
Oh, you have.
How do you have financial facts about a movie?
It wasn't even on your list.
Yeah.
Thank God I put it on mine.
You get financial facts on every movie out there.
You gotta come prepared.
This one didn't make my list, but
I happen to have this whole book prepared. It's like Anchorman when he's like, I'm really not prepared, and blows the clarinet out of his sleeve.
Yes. So The Holdovers, like I said, it's a boarding school movie, right? And the school actually, it was filmed where my Uncle Paul went to school. Boarding school tuition in the 1970s, roughly about $4,000 a year at that school.
Really?
Yep. Today it would be more like $30,000 a year at least, right? It's not the nicest
cow.
school.
Okay, I was
For-
going to
for
say
what
that's
it's worth.
actually a deal.
Yeah.
30,000 for a boarding school.
But what you're also picking up on in that, like, in that 70s movie is the 70s stagflation stuff, right? It feels like nobody has very much. There's wealth. There's a lot of wealth because it's a boarding school, but that wealth kind of leaves, and it leaves all the people who don't have money behind, and they kind of like navigate this stagflation vibe. So
Yeah.
that's also a way, like a part of that movie and the vibe of the movie.
Interesting. Okay, maybe I'll check that out.
It's actually
That's
really
good.
good.
It's like an adult. I would say it's an adult Christmas movie.
This
It's
sounds
like
kind
not
of
a
like-
kid Christmas movie.
Sounds like
It's-
the Family Stone.
It is very Family Stone vibes,
It's
which
truly
also
I hate that movie.
It's on my list.
Family Stone almost was on my list already as well.
It was on your list.
Oh, it was on my list. Okay, good.
I hate that movie.
I'm
Keep
sorry
going.
you don't like that movie.
It's so depressing
Colin,
and it's
I
weird.
had to look up most of your movies. So.
You had to look up Christmas with the Cranks.
Wait a second. Let's keep going through this list. And also, for whatever it's worth, Family Stone puts out Thanksgiving vibes for me as well.
See,
Yeah.
that's where I think. See, it's very. I'll talk about this when we get there. Keep going.
All right.
Okay.
Number 9.
Number 9 is a two-way tie with How the Grinch Stole Christmas and A Christmas Story.
Ooh.
Mm.
I think How a Grinch Stole Christmas, is that the Jim Carrey one
Jim
or
Carrey.
the Jim Carrey one?
I love the Jim Carrey one.
Me too.
You know, he almost
that
lost
movie.
his mind in the filming of that movie because he had to do makeup for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, that I can see that.
He had to sit there in a chair while they did his makeup.
That movie here. Okay, so consumerism,
Mhm.
very strong in that movie.
Yes, wait.
What put me over the top is the shopping scene, which is like literally the beginning of the movie. So the movie like starts with this like in your face like consumerism,
Yeah.
and like they're just like shopping, and it's like I couldn't get past that scene without hating the movie. Tell me why this is so high on your Christmas list.
It
Well,
wasn't on Colin's.
Wait, How the Grinch Stole Christmas was not on Colin's?
It was on mine and
no, it was on mine. It was like my number 6.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
getting
yeah,
mixed
yeah,
up. It's
yes,
definitely
yes.
not on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on Wheelers.
Well, yeah.
Christmas Story, like people love that movie.
I've never even seen it.
I hate A Christmas Story.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was really high for you and not on either of ours.
This was not very high. I think this might have been like number 9 or 10 for me actually. So like it's appropriately placed in my
World.
yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't know you hate A Christmas Story.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, you've never sorry, Tori doesn't like it.
Tori doesn't like it. I've never seen it.
All right,
They're
so
bullying him.
who's bullying? What?
There's bullying going on in there.
Yep. You like the holdovers.
There's technically a
the
bullying
holdovers.
going on in the Grinch too.
What are you talking about?
There's a soft spot for the Grinch.
Yeah, I love the Grinch.
Okay, so this movie, it used to be on like TNT every day around Christmas, like all day, I think.
Yeah.
And I used to see this movie.
Oh, that's how I've seen it.
Yeah, I would feel like nauseous watching this movie. There's something about the way it was filmed that I would feel kind of gross.
Is it like first person?
No, it's not a motion thing. It's like just a cinematic quality. I don't know how to describe this. It's the way it's shot.
Filmed on a boat.
The film that they used.
Yeah.
No, there's just something about it that I really did not like. But Jess loved it. So we watched it like every Christmas and it kind of grew on me to the point where now she's kind of like wishy-washy, milk toasty about it. And
nice.
I'm like the same, but
Okay.
we still watch it most Christmases. It's like a part of Christmas. I don't know if anybody loves it anymore.
It's one of those things where you just like have to watch it.
Yeah, is this one of those things where you do it because like you just assume that you should or that somebody else wants to, and that person is doing the same thing and assuming that you
It's like
want
kind
to?
of like when you have like an old piece of furniture and you feel bad getting rid of it because it was like your grandmother's or something, but like you're stuck with it and you just like have to decorate around it. That's like this movie. You're like required to watch it and you feel bad about not watching it, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So Christmas Story and The Grinch tied at number 9. I still have not heard any reason why I should watch The Grinch.
You haven't seen the Grinch?
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
I just
I
said it
love
makes
that
me
movie. I think the
sick.
acting is hilarious. I think Jim Carrey is so funny.
Yep.
I
So
think the
much.
message of the movie is pretty good, just about how he's the villain, but he's been bullied and why he became the way he is and why he hates Christmas. But then, you know, what's the girl's name?
Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy Lou Who. makes him love Christmas again because of inclusion.
Jess,
It's about family.
Jess, when we watched this movie a couple years ago, she was drawn to the same message. That was, I think, what she liked about this movie as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. Doesn't have much to do with finance because I don't even know if they have money, but
Well, they spend it all in the first scene of the movie, and then everybody's broke for the rest of the
that's
movie.
Well,
Although,
no, it's like it's about like disparity or like
it's about prioritization, about how the
Whoville,
what are
the
the
town
Whoville people is very
wealthy.
consumerism,
Yeah.
and it's like very wealthy people, and
then
the
he
Grinch
has nothing.
despises that because he has nothing,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it's about them foregoing
Yeah.
that.
so, okay.
And the Grinch is like, it's not about giving.
Right. It's about being together. And then he takes all their stuff and then they come
Yes.
together at the end
Yeah.
without stuff and things. And it
Yes.
turns out to be the best Christmas.
So you think that the Grinch is teaching a lesson? Is that the way that movie plays
I
it?
don't think the Grinch is intentionally teaching a lesson, but by taking everything away, they learn a lesson.
Well, and I think the Grinch is learning about what Christmas is actually about because he saw it as something where it was like he went his whole life without getting gifts and presents
Yeah.
So
and
it's-
being lonely. And then he was like brought into a family
Right.
to like try to.
So it's double on the lessons front.
Double.
Because they're learning that it's not about stuff and things, and he's learning about basically that it's about
It's
family
about
and
family.
friends.
Yeah,
See,
being together.
I feel like, and again, I'm not an expert on this one because I've only seen it once and I didn't like it, but the original Grinch and the
Yep.
storybook Grinch don't strike me as that's the lesson that is being taught to the people of Whoville. And I feel like the people of Whoville like know already that they don't need all these things. They like to have them, but when they're all taken and they're all singing harmoniously around the tree, or not, the tree's gone, I guess, but around the circle while they're waiting for their stuff to come back, they're happy. And I don't think that they are happy because they've suddenly had a life lesson. I think that they were already happy, and that's actually what the Grinch didn't like. And he thought they were happy because of all the things, but they were happy because they're people in Whoville.
But if you go back to the very beginning of the movie, and you can echo me here on this one, they are all in competition with each other about the best lighting show, the most amount of presents, like the most amount of like the Jell-O or something like that. There's like all these competitions that they have.
Yeah.
And they're constantly competing with each other on who has the best this or the most expensive that or the best this or the most decorated whatever. And when all of that stuff gets stripped away, they realize it wasn't that important in the end.
Yeah, no, I get that that's what's happening in this Jim Carrey movie.
Yes.
And that's why I don't like the Jim Carrey movie, because it's a bastardization of the actual story.
But maybe
that
the other story
competition-
wasn't good.
The Dr. Seuss story.
The Dr.
that's-
Seuss story, maybe it wasn't as good. You can make improvements on things.
Maybe you don't need to spin something to make it a social commentary about America in the 90s or whatever. You could just have it be this movie, right? Like it's...
Why does it have to be? Sometimes things can evolve and be better.
I don't... So wait, you're saying that the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey is actually better than the classic animated special?
I have to choose my words wisely here.
I have not seen the classic, the
I
very
have.
first version of
It's
it.
Oh, you
fine.
haven't?
No.
Oh.
It's a good movie, but I enjoy the Jim Carrey one more.
I think it's you enjoy it, I think, because you like the lesson, you like the
Yeah.
slapstick over the top Jim Carrey stuff.
It's hilarious.
Probably
I
like
think
the
it's so
dog.
funny.
Jury
I
duty.
love the dog.
You
I
know-
love just him.
Yeah. See, I think that's just a different movie, and my inability to enjoy it was because I love the first one so much. So when you remake something that is a classic, that's a high standard. It's a high bar. And I don't think it was a classic to you the same way it was a classic to me.
That's fair. You should give it a rewatch, though.
It was 2 years ago I watched this movie. I don't know if I'm going to feel all that drastically different about it.
That's fair. Because I didn't like it when it first came out. In fact, Jim Carrey kind of scared me when it first came
like
out.
as a kid, I feel like I was scared by the Grinch, but then I watched it again and I was like, oh,
When did
I
this
love
movie
it.
come out?
Oh, God. This has to have been,
2000?
right around there.
See, I was 18 at that point.
Yeah.
So, or 19, depending on when it came out. So to me, like that's first of all not scary, and second
It was
of all,
probably like 2002, if I had to guess.
it's literally 2000.
Because this is like
2000.
It's 2000.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I was 9 or 10 at the time.
I was just born.
Yeah. So I think that might be another part of it. It's a generational divide.
Totally.
Yeah, because
It
I
is.
grew up when I was 9 or 10. We were watching the animated one.
But now I'm curious to watch the old one and see if it's that different.
There's no competition. There's no like, crazy over the top shopping scene. Like there's just they're buying presents and decorating for Christmas, but there's no there's no commentary on whether that's good or bad. It's just what's happening.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, well, I feel like then it's kind of like that coming out in the 2000s is kind of historically accurate to probably the change of consumerism with Christmas.
Well, we've talked a lot about this, and the original one, I feel like was in the 50s, I want to say. Maybe early 60s. But
During a booming economy.
yeah, and well, the 90s
Still.
was a booming economy too.
Yeah, it was.
But-
But this is right after. Well, no, this is 2000. So this is right before the dot-com bubble.
Yeah. And if we look back at some of the things we talked about on this podcast, we talk about how the 50s was a unifying time
Yeah.
where there was a lot more equitable equality, right? There was, there wasn't this crazy divide between the haves and the have-nots. So then it was about like the Grinch feeling lonely and not feeling a part of the spirit of Christmas. And then
Versus
you fast
this
forward.
one.
Yeah.
And this was like peak Wall Street
Yeah.
kind of situation.
Yeah,
because this
like-
was right after a massive bull run
Greed and consumerism had
Yep.
really taken over.
when Cisco was
Wow.
at a peak.
We've unpacked something, Colin.
The first
have.
animated Grinch was 1966.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
So-
perfect timing.
And I wonder when the Dr. Seuss book actually came out. Like that's next level research assistant stuff.
We got a lot to move. We got a lot to get through,
let's
though.
move forward. But
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. There's the vibe of the animated one.
Yeah.
Is much kinder and friendlier. I think.
It is. I totally agree with you. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So what's next?
Okay. For number 8, we have a 3-way tie, which is a little crazy.
Oh, I see why all the movies are making the list. It's because
Yeah.
when there's a 2-way tie
I
on number
didn't-
9, you don't just move to 7.
I
You
didn't
just-
I didn't decide which one would go where because you would see that a lot of these wouldn't even have made the list.
I see.
But
Like the last 3 we just discussed.
yeah, exactly. But it makes it juicier.
Okay.
Okay. So number 8 is The Night Before,
Okay.
Miracle on 34th Street,
Yeah.
and Jingle All the Way.
Wow. That's disparity right there.
That
That's
is
it.
big disparity. None of those movies are alike at all.
We like to diversify on this
Yeah, we
podcast.
So who had what? I had Jingle All the Way.
Wait, did one of us select each one of these? Yeah, you were Miracle,
Yeah.
and I was Night Before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
That's why I thought I'd keep it in there too.
That is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with Miracle, Tori.
I love Miracle on 34th Street. I honestly watched it for the first time like 2 years ago. I think it's a great movie about Santa Claus.
Is it the black and white version, like the old school?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No. You know I'm not good with movies past.
So when did this one come out?
Let's see.
Is it like a modern?
It's, Matilda. The
Uh-huh.
girl. It's
Okay.
the girl Matilda.
Okay, all right. So like that's maybe early 2000s, late 90s,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh my God.
Wait,
the
and-
first one came out in 1947.
Yeah, that's the classic one.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with
That's
the
good.
This
concept
movie?
of this movie?
No.
Okay,
so-
so this one came out in 1994.
1990. Okay, yeah. All right, so 90s.
See, that's old. You
Yeah.
watch some old stuff.
It's not
Yeah.
old.
94 is old for a movie.
It's
It
13
is, yeah.
years old in the 90s. 90s was like when things were new. That was the. Anyways, in the 40s, with the original, the movie is basically where they put Santa Claus on trial.
For what?
Tori, why is he on trial? Oh, because he says he's Santa.
Yes.
And
Oh, and
everybody's
people don't
like,
believe
there's
him.
no
Everyone's
such
like,
thing
thinks
as
he's
Santa.
crazy.
Stop lying, you're a crazy person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's about whether there's a real Santa Claus or not.
Oh, interesting.
It's a really sweet movie.
Yeah.
The first one's like less than an hour long or something. Like
Yeah.
I
quick
like the
watch.
first one.
This one is it's like an hour 54.
Yeah.
The second one.
I think it's also very clever how they prove that he's not crazy. So It's definitely. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay,
It's really,
don't spoil it.
It's good.
But don't watch her version.
Watch the original.
Marty's version.
Watch the one from 1947. That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's also you can sit down in an hour and just digest it, and you get the whole story. I don't know how they
What do I have
expanded
to
that.
buy a VHS player?
I don't know how you're gonna stream that. It's really not.
Yeah. It's also classic New York. Like 1940s New York is
Oh
like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like, yeah, and then they have like let's go to Connecticut to get away to the country.
Right.
They have like the parade.
Yeah, the
It's
Macy's
really
Thanksgiving.
cute.
Yeah.
It has everything you want in like a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And I just like it because it's the most realistic Santa Claus.
Yeah. Okay. I have nothing to add about finance in that time except for
New York in the 90s.
Well, you're in New York in the 90s, which is so different from this is just like the Grinch thing. You're talking about like an original time versus a later time, and I bet they're very different. I haven't seen your version, but I bet it's different.
You should watch it with Michaela.
Yeah, I might just show her the first one first.
She's not gonna like the first one. It's in black and white.
1947.
All right, hey, don't speak.
Here.
All right.
That's how it kicks
They
off.
like walk in with like a candle lit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, tell
Like
us
the
about
Scrooge.
Jingle All the Way.
I love Jingle All the Way. This is also when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the biggest actor in the world at the time.
Sure,
So
yeah.
he was huge at the time.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty hilarious movie. I don't really love him as an actor, but I think there's a lot of like really funny scenes to it. And I just genuinely, it brings me back to like the time of my life where there was like one hot toy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where like every single kid wanted that toy.
Yeah.
And all the parents competed for that toy. And I don't know if that exists.
It's a scarcity time
Yeah.
versus the abundance world that we live in now.
So that's what I like about the movie is it brings me back to a time when there were like a select number of toys.
Yeah.
Where everybody was chasing those toys.
And they came out at Christmas.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't come out in March.
What was your toy that you remember the most that you really wanted growing up? Do you have one?
Again, a little bit.
Different time, I know.
A bit of a different
but
time.
I would think that this would be more so in your
It was even more
time.
limited. So there was Masters of the Universe, which is like He-Man, Skeletor, things like that.
Yep.
Which may or may not ring a bell for some people. But I don't think that. So I think the hot toys there were these dolls, Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys
sure.
remember Cabbage Patch Kids? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And Furbies too was like a big thing.
I feel
when I was
like
growing up.
we grew up
Furbies are similar to like Labubu's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. So growing up in Vermont, we didn't have any malls or department stores or anything like this where you would find a Cabbage Patch Kid. You couldn't order it like online. There was a Sears catalog. I don't know if you could buy this doll there. My mom certainly couldn't and had to drive to Massachusetts to get the doll. And it was a big deal. I think my brother might have had one as well. That was the hot toy. What was the hot toy for you?
So there was actually a few things that I can remember growing up. Xbox. When Xbox came out, that was like a huge thing.
Every year, or like when there was a release, it was December.
Yeah, and it was so difficult to get. And I remember like just wanting that so bad growing up. And then there was Beanie Babies were huge when I was growing up. And that was like a big
Christmas
thing.
Beanie Baby?
There wasn't a Christmas Beanie Baby, but there were the bears. And then there was, when I was really young, there were like Power Ranger action figures that I really, really wanted.
Yeah.
Did you have one growing up?
I would say it's like the same with dolls. I would say Cabbage Patch Kids, American Girl dolls.
Yeah, that was
Wait.
Kaylee's big thing was
Cabbage
the American
Patch
Girl
Kids
dolls.
were still
Yeah,
like
I had Cabbage Patch Kids.
no
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. The American Girl dolls for sure.
American Girl
Yeah.
dolls, like Groovy Girl. There was like a bunch of those doll type things.
Yeah.
And like Barbies.
Yeah.
And like Rats, that type of stuff.
We were talking about this last night because there was like a commercial, a Christmas or Black Friday commercial, and they were basically showing Barbies.
Mm-hmm.
What a legacy.
Oh,
a
yeah.
toy.
Yeah.
You know, like if I think about like the craziest, most successful toys, it's got to be a tie between Legos and Barbie.
There's
for me.
like 3 waves of feminism that have like gone through Barbie. Like it's
it's
like
crazy.
just decades and decades
Yeah.
of like complicated relationships with Barbie. All right, The Night Before. Have either of you guys seen The Night Before?
No.
Is this with Seth Rogen?
It is.
I love this movie.
See? Okay. I don't know if you'll like this movie.
You definitely
like
won't
Seth
like
Rogen?
this
I
movie.
feel like this is such like a bro movie.
It is a bro movie.
bro
This is like
movie.
Office Christmas Party.
But Jess watches this movie with me every year, and I don't think she's just doing it for me. I think she actually likes the movie.
Does she?
It's fun, and it is like it's an
adventure.
Yeah, but it is a bro movie. But it's not like a bro culture movie. It's about like the connection of these guys and like how important that is. So it's not. Anyways, here's a finance thing about. So this movie takes place in post financial crisis New York City.
Yep.
Right. And Ethan is the guy's kind of like down on his luck. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, if you know who that is, Tori. He is a struggling musician. Yeah. He works as an elf. And somehow...
I forgot about this.
Somehow he manages to pay rent in New York City. And I don't know how that's possible anymore. Like, you could not work for $25 as an elf and, like, doing your little elf smile and stuff like that to, like...
I can't wait to watch this tonight.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I love this movie. And it is fun. And it also... It plays into all the Christmas tropes. Like, it acknowledges all these other Christmas... Like, there's a Grinch moment in it. Like, it's good.
It is good.
It's good. It's fun.
Okay, number 6 is Home Alone, the first one.
Number 1.
Wait.
Wow.
Number 6?
Yep.
That means there are at least 5 plus whatever ties you've included ahead of Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually really surprised.
I'm going to bail out on this podcast.
You didn't vote it and I didn't vote it. Only yours.
This was your number 1?
Wait, I am alone on an island with Home Alone?
See,
I mean, it's fine.
We can skip ahead and just say that Home Alone 2 was my number 1.
Hold on.
Yeah.
First of all, you. And second of all, let's get into some finance things with Home Alone.
This is a good one.
This is a good one.
Yeah,
all right,
this is a good one.
Home Alone. Does anybody know what Kevin's parents do for work?
I was actually unsure of this, and we talked about this recently. I don't know, and I didn't look it up.
Have you seen the Home Alone house on Zillow? Like for sale?
Yes.
Yeah. This is like an internet thing.
Yeah.
People are
is.
curious what they do for a living.
Yes. So I've done some research on this. I did it last year, actually, because I was really curious about it. So Kevin's mom is a designer. That's why she
Interior
has...
designer?
Clothing.
Oh, okay.
Clothing designer. That's why she has like that mannequin and stuff in the basement, and like all the mannequins.
Oh,
so she has like she's
love that.
she's a
Woman.
designer.
I love that. Yeah. No one really knows how to
Breadwinner.
sew anymore.
That was I think the director said that's what she did, and then not the director, maybe the writer. Anyways, and then Dad. Now I'm forgetting. He was either a lawyer or an accountant. We're gonna have to confirm this.
And is this Googleable?
This is Googleable. If you look up Kevin's dad, lawyer or CPA, I think lawyer.
He comes across as lawyer to me.
He has
with the
lawyer
trench
vibe.
coat.
Yeah, he definitely has that Chicago lawyer thing.
Is this why you sent me the Chicago real estate thing the other day?
No, I'm just struck by how cheap real estate in Chicago is
relative
to like the other metropolitan areas. Yeah.
The rest of the country, I should say.
The other thing I've always thought was interesting was the cost of the pizza. Right? So they get 10 pizzas, right? And it's $122. So it's like $12 a pizza. $12 a pizza is not that different from what it is now. Like what it is now. Yeah.
I was going to say, I got a large pizza the other day from Otto's. Yeah. And I think it was $14.
Okay. And Otto's is like a more expensive option than like a lot of, maybe you got a good deal. But
maybe it was like $14.95, but it was right around that kind of 15 mark.
There's like some brick oven places where you'll pay a lot for a pizza. Yeah. But like if I just go get a large cheese pizza or a large pepperoni pizza, $14, $16, like that's not a lot of inflation.
That's quite reasonable.
The margins on pizza have not been good.
No, that's not a good. Do not go into making pizza if you're looking to make money.
Yeah, so I always think about that. Every year I get that pizza. I'm like, I also have to eat pizza when I watch this movie. Like it's a requirement. It's a weird thing.
Can we do this as a
pizza
office?
Party? Yeah, so you guys
Christmas
can
thing?
realize that Home Alone is way better than you ranked it.
I like Home Alone. Just not gonna make my list.
I love. Okay,
I like it. It's just not. I think it's overdone.
If I didn't watch Home Alone one Christmas,
overdone.
I would be one of the depressed people that Colin is talking about.
So here's the thing. I would have ranked overdone. Here's the thing. I would have ranked Home Alone, the first one, very, very high had I thought to include it in my list. But I put Home Alone 2 very high on my list. And then I was like, well, I can't have Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2.
I mean, you could. There's no rules here, but
there were other movies I wanted to include, and I love Lost in New York.
Okay. So wait, this was what number was this? 7? 6? If it hit at least 5, I would have felt better.
Well,
now I'm concerned with
5?
What's in front of me.
Yeah, seriously. Let's go to 5.
5 is The Family Stone.
Damn it.
Home
Are you
Alone
kidding me?
2, Home Alone 2, and Polar Express.
Oh, it's a 3-way tie at 5 too.
Wow.
Man, this list is like a top 30.
I know. After this is the done with the
This
ties.
is the last.
This is
Okay.
the last ties.
All right. So wait, sorry. The Family Stone, Polar Express.
So you guys
Home
both
Alone
had
2.
Family Stone on your
Home
list?
Alone
I need to get
I love
into
the Family
why.
Stone.
I literally watched a 5-minute thing on why the Family Stone is a weird movie last night.
What?
In preparation
Really?
for this.
In
Okay.
preparation
What
for
do you
this.
mean? Why is it a weird movie? It's just
Okay.
like
Let's look at this from the outside. Who whatever the husband's name is that's dating whatever. Coach. Yeah. He knows his family's weird. He just started dating this woman. In theory,
sorry. The husband. I think of the main.
No. The not Coach. The
Dylan
boyfriend.
Dylan McDermott. Is it Dylan McDermott?
I think so.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's Dylan McDermott, who, let's be honest, knows his family's weird, and
you're talking about Sarah Jessica Parker.
Parker,
Yeah.
and he like brings her to stay in their house.
Yeah.
With like a million other people knowing how they are. Like, first off, that's not like I would have broken up with him if I was her. And then
he's gonna marry her at some point. He's been proposing to her.
Then during the movie, there's like weird.
You can never meet my family.
There's no. You can meet the family, but for the first time meeting the family, knowing how they are, they stay with the family for like a week.
I know.
It's not
like
it's just a few days.
Like whatever happened to like getting a hotel or
It's
something
just
like
a
that?
few days.
This movie seemed like it dragged on forever. But anyway, so there's that aspect of it. Then like during the movie, they're like the brothers are sitting on each other's laps, and this is like weird stuff going on. Then like the brother starts hooking up with his girlfriend, and then they like their sister comes to support him.
Spoil the whole movie here.
Sorry, but then like the sister comes to support her sister because she's going through a hard time. Then there's this whole breakout scene where basically she's kind of like kicked off the dinner table for making that comment, you know, about the two gay brothers.
Yeah.
And then the sister, as opposed to supporting her when she's there to support her, goes and hooks up with the brother.
That's not exact. That's a very simplified version of this story.
It's exactly
here.
what happens. She moves away from the dinner table.
Yeah.
She stays at the dinner table. It was like, I'm still hungry. And is like just going to keep eating. And then she leaves with the other brother, goes to hook up with the guy that's dating her sister.
She chases after her sister, and her sister tells her to like leave her alone.
I don't think so. That's like later on. She like goes to check on her.
All right. Listen, I'm going to pause your diatribe because I'm
just
struck
don't like
by
this
the way
movie.
you started it, that you said that he knows this family is weird. And my takeaway from this movie was not that the family was weird.
No, same. It was like that's.
It's not that the
Oh, I
family's
see my family. Look.
It's not that the family's weird. It's that the family is a difficult family and they're going into a lot. And he's just like, we'll just stay with them.
But the family's
As
not
opposed to getting a
difficult.
hotel.
There's a very... What's difficult about this family?
Rewatch the movie.
I will rewatch the movie
Rewatch
for
the movie.
the 100th
Now,
time.
granted, I've only watched it once, and I remember being halfway through, turning to Kaylee and being like, "I hate this movie," but then we kept watching it.
I think maybe you have to be in the right place for this movie, perhaps. But I do think that
And it's also more Thanksgiving-y to me.
Yeah.
it definitely has Thanksgiving vibes. I'm totally with that. But I think that there's something about like the home itself. Like the house is a character in this movie, and it has kind of like that. The home is like a place where Christmas happens, right? And that's like true in most people's world. But in this movie, this house is like special. And I think like the concept, you're right. Like, yeah, they could have gone and stayed at a hotel or something like that.
Right.
But this Christmas is about bringing people together. And in this specific, special New England home, like that plays just as a character in the movie. I think the house itself just adds so much enjoyment to my watching of this movie.
It's a very homey house, and I can appreciate that. There's a lot of character to it. Like, it's a very nice place to be.
Yeah.
The house. It feels like what you would envision a house that your family comes up in to be.
It's not fancy.
No,
Right?
not at all.
There's lots of movies where like
It's not Kevin McCallister's house.
it's definitely not Kevin McCallister's house. Christmas has, I feel like a lot of the time you watch a movie and it's like the house is just like amazing.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is like it's lived in, like, but it feels warm and cozy. And there's something really nice about that, I think.
I can appreciate that. I can get down with that.
All right. So
I won't dive in anymore.
let's talk about the Polar Express. Because I don't like the Polar Express.
I love the Polar Express. That's like my childhood Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So you grew up with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we would do the Polar Express in North Conway. Like they had a
you
bunch
actually
of trains.
did the Polar Express. Okay.
Yeah, there's like I feel like anywhere that has like a train does a version of the Polar Express. So we would
That's
like
true.
do that, and it was so fun.
the train to Hoboken.
Yeah. They probably decorated at some point.
The T in Boston.
What are your feelings on the Polar Express?
I like the Polar Express. I wouldn't rank it up there in my top 10, but it's a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if I grew up with it, I could see ranking it higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a hard time with the animation. Like, it just really...
It gets dated.
It was very
Now
unsettling.
watching it is like, oof. It
Yeah.
doesn't look that good, but as a kid watching it, it was like, whoa.
I think as a kid, again, I wasn't a kid when this movie came out. I don't know what year it was, but...
Yeah, 2004.
2000, yeah. So that's also, like, I'd aged past this.
Yeah.
We watch it a lot every year, basically, maybe every other year, because we have a daughter.
Yeah.
And like, I like it more now than
Yeah.
I used to.
Right.
I
need to
really
rewatch
more
it. It's been a few
accepting.
years.
Yeah.
I like a movie about like a journey.
Yeah. It's a
You
great
know?
soundtrack.
And I love that like
It is a good
Steve.
soundtrack.
It
It's
sounds very similar to the Home Alone soundtrack. If you listen to these two movies back to back,
Interesting.
they are like the same songs, same themes. So there's something nice about that. All right, what was the third other tie there?
Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is Collins.
I love it.
I think Home Alone 2 is very troubled compared to Home Alone.
I don't think I've seen Home Alone 2.
Wait,
Like I've only seen the first one, and I didn't
Wow.
like it, so I never
hold
watched the other
on.
ones.
Corey.
You didn't like
No.
the first one? How old were you when you watched Home Alone, the first Home Alone?
Young, like
8,
You haven't
9?
seen
yeah,
this?
So the age that Kevin was, and
Yeah.
you didn't identify that with that.
yeah. I just like. I mean, I thought it was like funny, you know.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was like super.
Is Home Alone a boy movie?
Maybe
Is Home Alone a boy movie?
we
No.
watched it a lot in our house, like
Home Alone 2?
it's just like a, you know.
My
No,
daughter
the
likes
first
Home
one.
Alone.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Has she seen the
didn't
second?
watch the second one because I didn't
Dude,
like
we've
the
seen
first one.
so many Home Alones.
Yeah, you cannot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, maybe it's just me and my family.
it is. You have to watch it.
It's just
Okay, I
You
have,
have
to
to
watch
watch
this.
it.
I have to watch the second one.
It's
Is there
it's
a
so
third?
good. There is
There's
a third.
like 5.
Yeah,
yeah,
see, this is
they
what I
keep
mean.
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
Overdone.
And they,
but
they-
it's not Kevin.
well, it's not overdone. It's just
5
that
of them? Have you seen all 5 of them?
no.
no.
Okay.
I-
So
'Cause
But
it's a
they're not
different
the
actor.
same. Okay, but
Oh.
the first two are the same writer, director, and actor and
Okay.
cast. Actually, it's not.
Yeah, it
it's not
is.
even just
Yeah.
Kevin. So it's like it's very similar.
Yeah,
Trump is in the second one for whatever that's worth.
that's he has a cameo.
in Trump Tower where Kevin stays. But the issue I have with this movie,
No,
is,
it was the Plaza.
it was the Plaza.
Yeah,
Okay, right. Sorry, the Plaza Hotel.
yeah.
I like. There's some things of this movie, some parts of this movie I really like, but it's just I have a hard time with some of the plausibility that was already hard in the first place, and now it's like even harder.
That's fair. I mean, it's like that movie Blank Check. Have you seen that?
Sure. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's not realistic. No one's going to sell a house to a 7-year-old or whatever he is. But I love the movie because I think it's A, hilarious, and B, I think it's a great adventure. And I always love how like the family gets screwed while like Kevin's having a great time. Like they're going to Florida for this like vacation to get away, and it's like pouring rain. They get stuck in a motel.
Yeah, in
like
Miami.
everything goes wrong in
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, like Kevin's living it up in the Plaza Hotel, which fun fact, do you know how much he spent for 3 nights at the Plaza Hotel, including room service and
Trump
the
owned
ice
the
cream
Plaza
cart?
at this point. That's why I was getting confused. But yes,
He did.
how much?
$967.
Oh my God.
Do you know how
Kevin!
much? Do you know how much one night at the Plaza is now
Oh my God.
for Christmas?
No, I don't even want.
No.
Yes, tell me.
$2,000 a night.
Did you know you can get the Home Alone 2 experience there?
You can.
Yeah.
So the price of the ice cream cart experience alone is $150.
I think you can get the ice cream cart, the limo, the pizza.
You can do the whole
pizza all
thing
yourself.
Yeah. This was just for the ice cream cart was $150.
Wow.
So basically what he spent in 3 days for the entire thing, including room service, is half the cost of one night.
And that's 90s New York.
That's 90s New York for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the issue I have is that like just everything's so extreme. Like they forgot him at home, and then the next year they didn't like hold his hand in the airport. Like I can't get past that. But whatever. Like I willing suspension of disbelief for most movies. I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's also just like the violence is so much more in the second one. Like he kills these people multiple times.
Well, they
and yet
don't
they
die.
survive. No, I know they survive, but there's no.
I don't want to ruin it for you, but yes, if
One
you
of them
threw
turns
a
into
brick,
a skeleton, Colin.
that's like my funniest. I still laugh so hard to this day at that
the
scene.
brick 3 times.
3 times in the face from a 5-story building and gets up and walks away.
Can we talk about Kevin's aim? Kevin's aim is on point.
He should have been a pitcher for the
he's throwing
Yankees.
There you go. They should have hired him after that.
Yeah, they should have hired him.
It's-
Do you know how much money they stole from the FAO Schwartz?
No, how much?
$962,000 in cash.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
In New York money?
Yep. In
Wow.
New York money. Yeah.
That's insane.
In
How did
today's
you know
dollars, that would have been $2 million.
Oh God,
Yep.
that's a lot of consumerism. The night
is.
before Christmas at that store.
Yeah, with the turtle doves.
Which night before they go to FAO Schwartz and they dance on the piano. They do the big thing. Do you remember that? They do
What?
it to a Kanye song. It's a little dated now, but at the time it was very cool. All right,
And Home Alone 2?
no, the night before.
Oh,
The night before.
okay. Got it. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
All right, where are we, Tori?
Number 4
Yeah.
is The Grinch, the animated version from
Ooh.
2018.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So,
Okay.
was this on your list?
No.
It was on
my
your list.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is maybe my version of the Grinch is just a heartwarming. Like it's easier to digest. It's just
It is easier to
You know.
digest. I can appreciate it.
Totally. Like this one is way different.
yeah,
But also, I don't know. I love the Grinch in general.
yeah.
So it's like still the same story though.
It's similar, but there's not the competition. Everybody's kind to each other.
Not as exaggerated, but yeah.
My favorite scene in this movie is when he goes to. Have you've seen this one?
Mm-hmm.
The animated one. It's when he goes to the town and there's the carolers. And they kind of like start singing creepily at him, and then they follow him around, and then they pop out the windows. I love that whole sequence. But it's a lighthearted version of it's easy, it's bright and shiny too. Versus versus your Grinch was dark and dour.
Yeah, it is.
I do
That's
think
true.
it should be like bright like that.
Yeah.
When I think of it, but
Yeah,
I agree.
All right.
Blueville is just so magical.
Yes, that's true. We've also talked about the Grinch to death now, so let's move on to the
We
next
have.
one.
Okay.
3 is Christmas Vacation.
Of course.
Okay,
You've seen this, right?
I can see where this list is going, and I'm
Tori.
a little bit surprised.
Tori hasn't seen Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase.
I put it on for 3 minutes and shut it off. One time.
What? Wait, did you put it on at the beginning and shut it off? Mm-hmm. Well, that's that.
Was it too
You
old?
got to get past the beginning. The beginning I like, but like you got to get into the movie.
opening scene where they're.
I'm glad you understood where I was coming from.
I get
but
it.
I literally put it on because my mom loves it, and I was like, "Can't watch this."
It picks
Can't
up,
do it.
like it gets funnier and funnier as the show evolves. This is like a one scene that I think is so funny, and no one else thinks it's as funny as I do, but I always burst out laughing every single time I watch it, which is when he walks up the stairs and he pulls down the attic ladder.
Yeah,
And it
the
just slides
ladder
out.
slides out.
It's right in his face every time. And it's just.
He also
I don't
does
know
like
why.
the rake thing in the attic where he's
Yeah.
walking and the board slap. It's slapstick humor.
It is.
Um,
that to me, that scene I think is so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah.
that strikes home for me. But
That's also another Christmas movie where the house is a character. Like the house is a big part of. So the electric bill. Can we talk about how expensive that electric bill would
this
be?
is a great fact. Okay, keep going.
It
I'm
would
very
be
curious.
in that day in the 1989. I think that's when this movie came out. I think it would be an estimated $200 a day for electricity.
$200 a day.
A day in 1989. Right?
Oh my
Now,
god!
keep in mind, there's no LED happening there, right? So these are
No.
all, but like,
Halogen or whatever they are. Holy crap.
Well over $1,000 a day these days.
Do you know how much the pool costs?
$20,000 in the 80s.
$22,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know how much it would be now?
Oh boy. Are you looking at a pool for your house? Tell us, Colin.
$110,000.
$110,000?
$110,000.
You could buy a house for that.
You can. Back in the well, that's true. That's the stat. Like that would have bought you actually a decent house back in the day. Like $100,000. You could have probably have gotten a house for that.
But you know what the best part is? Like, I don't think
we're not getting a pool, by the way.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Wise choice.
Yeah.
I don't think he's making that much money. Right? No. Chevy Chase's character.
Yeah.
But his bonus is going to pay for a $22,000 pool.
Apparently.
Like, what?
I guess but instead they got the Jelly of the Month
Club. Jelly of the Month
which was $25.
Oh my God. Yeah. This movie, we're watching it with Michaela for the first time this year.
Oh, really?
I will let Tori know how that goes.
Yeah.
But this, I love this movie.
It's actually so funny.
This was my number one.
Christmas.
So
was it? This was number 3 for me, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
number 4.
That we're pretty high up here. Okay.
Yeah. This means we're getting into one of my favorites here soon.
Number 2 is Die Hard.
Yes.
Yay.
Kaylee goes to bat with me all the time that this isn't a Christmas movie.
Oh,
and I'm like, babe, it literally takes place on Christmas.
He's literally Jesus.
Yeah.
Like they call him Jesus in the movie. Like it's Jess used to I convinced Jess about this. I think when we were like,
I take it you haven't seen this either.
No.
I feel like 3 years into my relationship, Jess got on board, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
This actually has fallen. This used to be my number 1. And
what
now
did I
it's
put this as?
number 3 or 4 for me.
You put this one
as 2 or 3?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Wheeler put it as 4.
I'm having a harder time with violence in my life, so this one has come down the list for me. But I love this movie.
You mentioned that about Home Alone too.
Yeah. That's.
I wouldn't consider that a violent movie.
Well, Die Hard is.
Die Hard is most certainly.
Die Hard, Michaela will not be watching for Christmas this year. But no, Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
The writer, the guy who wrote the screenplay, says this is a Christmas movie. The director says this is a Christmas movie.
It's also on like the list of top 20 Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Like. And at basically every list.
Did you know it's based on a book?
I did not.
I read the book. Somebody gave it to me for Christmas.
Is it like a Tom Clancy book?
No, it's I can't remember the name of the guy. I read this book around Christmas, and it was so much more depressing than Die Hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not his wife; it's his daughter.
Oh shit!
Spoiler: she dies.
Oh no!
She like falls from the building or something. I'm like, whoa!
No,
this is not what
don't
the movie
read the
was
book.
like.
Just close
All right,
that.
finance. This one's got some good finance stuff.
It does. You kick it off.
All right. So my favorite part is the negotiable bearer bonds.
Yep, that's what I have too.
So they're trying. The whole point. Wait, did we say you have seen this movie? You're never gonna
She
watch
hasn't.
it.
No, she's never gonna watch it.
So the whole point of this, the bad guys are pretending to be activists, like terrorist activists or whatever, right? But what they really want is the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds that are in the safe. They're just trying to get money.
And basically what happens is they hijack this building that John McClane, who's a detective at the time, his wife is at this party.
Yeah.
They hijack the party, lock down the building, and holding everybody hostage. Then he happens to be at the party, but he's in the bathroom. So then he's having to like...
All right, you're getting away from the finance part of this.
Yeah.
I'm
just giving you the background.
About the Christmas part of this.
Okay. It's a Christmas party.
It's
office Christmas party.
Office Christmas party. There's Christmas music all the way through it. There's tons of Christmas references. It takes place at Christmas, like Colin said. Okay. There's a lot of Christmas here. Let's focus on the bearer bonds. Because what they're trying to do is these bearer bonds were basically like untraceable. They don't exist anymore because they were a great way to launder money.
Yep.
But you would have this money and then you would collect 10%. They just like clipping coupons essentially on these bearer bonds. So they're essentially it's a mechanism or a financial tool that doesn't exist anymore because it was, deemed bad and easily.
Anyone can just get a hold of these bearer bonds, collect the interest in tournament, and you don't have to have any record.
They get in 10% on $640 million.
Oh, the interest is crazy.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
88, I want to say.
Was it?
88.
88?
Yep.
So, gosh, I mean, mortgage rates at the time were probably close to 14.
Well, that's the other thing is that these bonds at 10% were they were fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can get that in a high yield savings at that time. If they even had high yield savings in the 80s, I don't even know.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's a good point. That $640 million today is the equivalent of $1.6 billion if you were to inflate that up.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is a pretty significant amount of money to have in a safe in a random building.
That's a good haul.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also not a bank or anything either. It's
No.
like just a Japanese. Now that's the other thing is 80s. Late 80s Japanese dominance.
Right.
Like
That's
that
true.
this was at the height of, when did their bubble burst?
It was probably right around here, but this was when
87,
Toyota was coming into our markets in the auto industry.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
when everything started to boom Japanese.
Yeah. I like
So-
his comment about the CEO says, we're flexible. We lose Pearl Harbor. It doesn't go our way. So we just take over consumerism and we take over your economy. And it's true. Like
It's a decent point. Yeah.
They were crushing it. Okay. Wow. Die Hard was what was that number?
That was number 2.
Number 2. Ooh, okay. Now we're here. Number 1.
Number 1. Do you guys want to guess?
I don't have a guess.
I don't have a guess.
Oh,
yet.
Elf.
Elf. It's Elf.
Yeah.
Of course it's
Okay, that's
Elf.
on everybody's.
We all
Yes.
scored Elf as number 3.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Well.
that was like the highest majority of all of ours. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Elf is so agreeable.
It is.
Fun fact, I did not like Elf the first time I saw it.
Actually, now that you mention it, neither did I. I didn't think it was that funny. Then I rewatched it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, Will Ferrell is like way too much for me right now. And then
Yeah.
I watched it again and again and again and again and again. Every time I love it.
Every single time
Doesn't
it's good.
get old. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It also has like that classic New York, department store thing
Yeah.
going on. Like that, Macy's still there, but Gimbel's, the store in the movie, is closed a long time before this movie was actually shot.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But it does have that kind of, the department store thing is a theme in a lot of these, like Miracle. It's in Christmas Story.
Yep.
It's in Elf. Like that's a big part of. I don't think they go to a department store in Jingle All the Way. Is it a mall?
It's a mall.
It's a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Department stores are classier than malls.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Elf is just like so agreeable that we have nothing to say. All right.
It's just good. Thanks for tuning into this week's chaotic episode. We took a little financial break to get into the holiday spirit and rank our favorite Christmas movies, even if we spent more time on the bottom half of the list and conveniently skipped over number 7. Sorry to Colin and Christmas with the Cranks. It was a fun change of pace, and we're excited to revisit our old favorites with friends and family. Who knows, maybe our rankings will shift, or maybe we'll double down on our top 10 for next year. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next week for the final episode of Season 1 of A Compound Growth.
Compound Growth with Wheeler and Colin. Sponsored by Ko-Fi Advisors. Reach out today. Yay!